So we have big news for Kaspa coin as it's now listed on Binance Pool. So as you can see here, this is around a day ago since we're uploading this video. Binance Pool now supports Kaspa mining and you can enjoy 0 pool fees from yesterday's date to the 11th/05. So you have around 3 months of 0 fees on Kaspa mining on Binance Pool. Now I believe that it's only open to those in the US. So if you're outside the US, it doesn't really affect you too much. But if you are in the US and you want to take advantage of those pool fees and those 0 fees from that, then it might be an idea to switch over to Binance Pool just for the minute now. So also with this coming in, we have obviously the Binance Futures, which launched around 8 months ago. This is obviously not trading under the Kaspa utilization on the actual chain. It's just USDT on top of the chain. And they open up in 50x leverage in USD pairings. So Binance has slowly come along. First, it started off with the futures market, which we saw there, and now they're opening up a pool. So it looks like they're primed to maybe support Kaspa coin in the near future. And the reason that I say this is because, they're gonna want Kaspa miners to switch over and basically mine to their wallets on Binance so they can hold that, take advantage of fees and stuff like that. And then the same goes for the Kaspa USDT futures. They're going to want that as well to drive more fees. Now, one of the reasons that I think Binance might not have launched Kaspa coin right now is the fees on the network. They are very low, so they can't really take advantage too much of users. With other coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, the fees are very high, so they can charge more on top of the fees and they can make a lot more on those coins. There also might be something to do with verifying the network with those archival nodes. They might have some issues there with verifying the network before they put it onto Binance, because it is a very official thing. Same with Coinbase, how they have to comply to regulations and stuff like that. So everything kind of has to be vetted. But we have seen smaller coins be listed on Binance in the past. But right now, I think that they're definitely gearing up to actually approve this and start trading on the Binance spot side of things. So if you look here, I believe that all of these are actually on Binance, the ones that we're going through right here. But it's at number 24 now. So we're at about 3.2 billion in market cap. It was up to around, I think it was near 5 billion in market cap, but obviously the price has dropped significantly since everything else has dropped off. But going back to Binance, I think that they've listed basically all of these and some coins that are below these right now, like Ethereum Classic, Monero, all of these as well, Filecoin maybe. But the only one that they haven't actually listed in maybe top 30, top 50 is Kaspa coin and a few outliers out there. So it begs the question, why haven't they actually listed it yet? We're going to have to wait on that. Maybe after these 0 pool fees go in November, they might consider actually listing it after that so they can take advantage of some of the pool fees. And also, they're going to have somewhere to store that Kaspa coin, so they will have a Kaspa coin wallet to store the pool fees. Then if we look on mining pool stats, we can see that there's been around 1.16 petahash onto this pool already, 193 miners. Hasn't hit a block yet. It's not showing it's hitting a block yet, but I believe that they definitely have, just because all of these have hit blocks, but I believe the data is not there to show that it has hit a block yet. When the Rust rewrite comes in, these blocks will be way more frequent by a factor of 10. So basically, I think every pool will be getting blocks, even with a low amount of hash rate that we see on these smaller pools. So as you can see there, this 0% fee is listed there. And what's this? Daily PPS 0.0188, 207 miners, so that just updated then. 1.12 petahash, I don't know where that puts us in terms of how many miners are actually on there, in terms of how many KS5s, something like that. I'm willing to bet it's a substantial amount, but I'm not really going to do the calculations to divide it out right now. As it says there, 207 miners, but that could be a load of people with KS0 Pros, or it could be a load of people with KS5s. Now, when we're looking at the hash rate of Kaspa coin right now, we can see that it's actually through the roof. It's pretty much doubled in the last 2 months with all these new miners coming online. The price hasn't necessarily reflected that because it's dipped off a little bit. We did have basically an all-time high right here, and that was a couple of days ago. So we're really hitting up into those all-time highs, and it dropped dramatically since then. There was a lot of hype around it. Obviously, we've got the new updates coming in, Rust rewrite, and they also have KRC20, which kind of had an explosion a little bit back here, but slowly tapered off just because it didn't actually launch with a fully functioning model there. So we'll have to wait and see what that brings to Kaspa Coin Network when it's fully operational. As I said, hash rate is through the roof. Marathon Digital did actually announce, I don't know how long ago, but maybe 2-3 weeks ago, that it was mining Kaspa Coin. And I'm sure a lot of other miners have thought about that now, as they're kind of the forerunner in the crypto mining community. So if they're doing something like that, then others will follow, and maybe Alephium will come on there as well. If you go over to mine the ASIC, we can see that the top earner is the KS5 Pro, bringing around $30 a day. Same with the KS5. They're basically the same model, just one's taken down a little bit. Then we have Ice River KS5M, which is bringing in around $20 a day. Right now, hash rate is very high and price is low, so these might be skewed a little bit. If Kaspa returns to the same price that it was around 4 or 5 days ago, then these will obviously be a little bit more in profitability. But for the most part, all Kaspa Coin miners, even though the price of Kaspa Coin is down at the moment, are pretty much profitable at 10 cents. Even the KS0 Pro brings in 3 cents a day. We're obviously not going to count that. The KS0 Pro brings in 13 cents a day. And then the next one would be the Ice River KS1, bringing in 39 cents a day. Obviously, we have a lot more room to improve upon these chips, and we're seeing that come out of Bitmain and Ice River. So we'll have to see how much more they can improve on this chip. Probably a lot, seeming the last one before the KS5 was the KS3, and that was a double in hash rate with the same power. So we're either going to see a double in hash rate with 3000 watts, or they might bring out a more efficient one, which is 20 terahash at around 1500 watts. It will either be double the hash rate and half the power, or half the hash rate and half the power. So looking at the price of Kaspa Coin right now, in the last 7 days, let's just say, it dipped all the way down. Is a great time to buy at 13 cents or 14 cents. It kind of dipped below that a little bit. So we were trading at around 19, 18, and it's come up pretty well. It's like recovered maybe 80% of what it was since this all-time high back here. But I think it's just going to continue to rise. We're seeing that in the crypto market as well. Stuff is just coming back to normal. We could see a little more sell-off before we start to enter some bull run territory. This might have been the catalyst for that as well, because everything is so cheap. People would just start dumping money into it because they see that it's so cheap. The price goes back up. We're seeing that actively happening right now. And then obviously the supply is running out very quickly. I think we're 83% mined in total Kaspa Coin. So we will be seeing this max supply hit very soon with that emission curve. So hopefully you guys can mine on this zero pool fees for a little bit longer, 3 months, and collect some extra Kaspa Coin on the side. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts if you'll be mining to this pool or not, and I'll see you in the next video.